Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Millersville Multimedia. I'm your host, Devan.
And I'm Matt.
And we have a great show lined up today.
With the recent warm weather feeling more like spring, many people are looking for places to go and things to do outside.
Matt and I checked out a local hiking trail that ends in a picture-perfect view that is well worth the hike.
Chickies Rock Overlook Trail is a hiking trail located off Route 441 in Lancaster County, PA. This specific trail is rather flat with minimal difficulty, making it an enjoyable hike for the whole family. The trail splits off into two, the one on the left being flatter than the one on the right. However, both trails are not too difficult. You'll know you're close to the Overlook when you see the Susquehanna River peeking out. Chickies Rock is a massive outcropping of quartzite rock that towers 100 feet above the river, making for a picture-perfect view. On the way back, there are a few adventurous trails you can take to spice up the hike. This trail specifically leads to just a higher elevation and flatter trails. As you continue down this path, you'll eventually end up back at the original fork in the road, and you will have to decide to go back to those breathtaking views or return to your motor vehicle. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to go and enjoy the Chickies Rock Overlook Trail located in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
After you start your morning with a hike at Chickies Rock, you can head over to the Honeybrook Golf Club to play a round of golf. Luke and Reid give us a tour around the club.
Honeybrook Golf Club is a hidden gem located in the heart of Amish country that offers memberships and is also open to the public. Anyone interested in golfing must first book a tee time. This can be done by calling in to the pro shop.
Golf shop, this is Dwayne. Can I help you?
This land was originally a cow farm over 20 years ago until it was converted into a golf course. Now, the cows just live next door. A tribute to their origins is made on holes 14 through 16, which is now referred to as Amish Corner. Along with the golf course, a driving range and practice green is available to golfers before their tee time. Range balls are complimentary with every tee time, so feel free to get some swings in. And practice some putts before you head out to play. In order to ensure the health and safety of all golfers, all carts are power washed and sanitized before each outing. Multiple water hazards like ponds that line holes 1 and 2 and a creek that runs through the back 9 of the course create a challenging yet fun atmosphere to play. And after hopefully a successful round, the 19th hole offers food, drinks, and some much needed relaxation.
Thanks, Luke and Reid. We'll be sure to set up a tee time soon. But while being outside, those seasonal allergies can come into play. Josh and Dimitri sit down with Migias and tell us how he's handling his seasonal allergies.
With spring around the corner and pollen on the rise, seasonal allergies affect more than 50 million people a year. I was able to sit down with Migias and talk about how he prepares and handles his seasonal allergy symptoms.
The allergies manifest themselves in a number of different ways. For me, predominantly, it's really watery eyes. It's really just one eye, actually. One eye just it's just pouring through. And I get congested, and like I got a perpetually running nose. But it's the watery eyes that really annoy me, especially when I'm wearing glasses while driving. It usually starts sometime in the middle of April, I want to say around Easter time is when it happens. I have to start taking like a Claritin or some other allergy medication in the 1 or 2 weeks leading up to it, just to like acclimatize myself to it, because otherwise it just, forget it. On a day-to-day basis, I don't really feel like I experience allergies. It's really just for a couple weeks early in the spring. And as far as I can tell, most people that I associate with that also display similar symptoms experience and treat them the same way. Just the other day, a coworker of mine was walking out late in the evening, probably around 9 or 10 o'clock, sniffling. And we whip around to see if she's doing okay, and she just says, "I didn't take my Claritin this morning." Every other day, there's never been a problem. But you don't take it one day and forget it. I'm fine most of the year. I do have seasonal allergies. But I'm fine most of the year, really. It's just a seasonal thing. Right when all of the trees start blooming at once in a 1 to 2 week period, middle of April-ish, around Easter time, forget it. Pollen covers everything. My car, it's mostly my car, actually. It's like it just coats my car, and I gotta wash it like twice in a month. The pollen gets everywhere, and when it rains, it pours. I can't see. That is, my eyes are just watering perpetually. My nose is constantly running. I just feel a little bit congested. It's not as though I'm sick. It's like just discomfort. With a pandemic in tandem with seasonal allergies. Again, the pandemic struck the area we live in March of last year, so it was pre-allergy season. So everybody got that out of their system last year, when we're coughing and sneezing, and everyone has to insist, no, I promise they're just allergies. But a year removed from that, it's not something that's even considered anymore. I heard one person make a joke about it. It wasn't that good.
Enjoying the spring is still possible with careful planning and knowing your limits when it comes to pollen exposure. Enjoy the outdoors wisely.
Shifting gears, we turn to an inspirational story by one of our very own crew members, Mitch Olewiler.
Hi, my name is Mitch Olewiler, and this is the story of how I went from unable to walk to walking at my graduation. So it was 2018, and I was getting ready for work like a normal day in the morning. I went to take a shower, washing up. I went to wash the top of my foot. I lifted my foot up, felt a really, really loud pop in my lower back. Extreme jolt of pain immediately, turned the water off, grabbed my towel, jogged into my room, lay on my bed right away. Super nervous because I have a recent history of back problems. So I go to stand back up, just fall to the floor because I just can't stand up with too much pain. So I crawl out to the bathroom, grab my clothes that I could get, put as much as I could on, crawl into the living room. My mom comes out eventually. She calls the ambulance. We go to the hospital. They take an x-ray, find out I had a herniated disc with fragment. So a piece of my disc had come out. So the disc had herniated, and then a piece of it had also come out of my spine. So extreme amount of pain, unable to walk because of the nerves being so sensitive. So I came home, took me about a week to 2 weeks to be able to stand up, and then I kind of like casually, not really like a real walk, but kind of shuffle along. At the same time, I was at school at Hack, pursuing my degree in communications. I had to take incompletes on all my classes because I needed to focus on getting healthy and getting back to walking, and so I wasn't able to drive or anything like that, so I had to focus on my health, which, you know, it made me I went through a lot of depression with it because I felt like I was falling behind. I'm already kind of an older student right now. I'm 28. I was like 26 at the time. But I pushed on, got my surgery in June, started the fall semester. I actually took 6 classes, plus I added the 4 incomplete classes that I also had to finish before, I think it was like November or something. I had to get all those done. But I did end up walking in 2018 at Hack for my communications degree. So it was a pretty proud moment. You know, you went from supreme depression, like how am I going to get through this, all that type of stuff. But, you know, I just stayed positive and looked at it as, you know, it is happening to me, but you don't have to be like a why me thing. You have to just push through it and be like, all right, this is just another thing to kind of, you know, hold me up or, you know, whatever. But just gotta push through it and keep your mind up. That's my story.
That concludes our episode. Thanks so much for watching and have a good one.